All right. Welcome back everyone dito sa 7th live episode natin today, and what is this? Like 24th interview natin amid this historic developments, guys. Finally the special day is over. Rodrigo Roa Duterte, former president of the Philippines, is officially almost confirmed na, no, within the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court. Ayan na, wala nang denial na yan na talagang international criminal level na po ang status ng ating minamahal na tatay. Okay. For me, to be honest, none of this would have been possible, guys, if not for the courage, for the determination, and for the risk-taking, really bravery of a lot of people. Marami sa kanila, katulad ng sinabi ni Sir Ronald kanina doon sa isang interview natin. Ilalabas pa natin, by the way, we're about to launch itong special series natin in cooperation with College of St. Benil Lasal, yung School of Diplomacy nila. We're soon are gonna launch a series of episodes, voter education program, at isa sa ating mga luminaries natin is Sir Ronald Llamas, kung saan pinag-usapan natin. As Sir Ronald Llamas also, I mean, marami rin siyang mga maling sablay na pero in fairness naman, tama siya when he says sablay siya nung pinilit niya na magsa-stay si Digong sa China. I said, no, you're overestimating his rationality. But anyway, so launch namin yan. And by the way, one of the things we discussed a while ago was this, na wala na, sabaw na. 24 interviews, that actually maraming tao behind the scenes, including intelligence officials, including security officials, among others, na tumulong dito sa makasaysayan na nangyari, mga kameta, which is finally a semblance of justice, God willing, and a kind of at least a major step in the right direction. I'll go to Bongbong Marcos press conference last night or something, so I had no time to check his press conference because I was doing on my own mini press conference. Sky 4 Channel 4, Sky Channel 4, BBC, Al Jazeera, CNN International, lahat yan. Medyo back-to-back tayo. Kanina lang, isa pang Al Jazeera. Check me tonight on Inside Story in Al Jazeera, together with a former chief prosecutor of ICC, and of course, si Attorney Christine from the National Union for People's Law, if I'm not mistaken. Again, my apologies if ever, Ma'am Christina, I got that wrong. But I had her before on my show on FYI, yung isa pang FYI series natin sa GMA Network. But we have a new series, FYI Voter Education Program naman. And thank you so much again kay Dingad, among others, Dr. Dionithio, for hosting us kanina. Medyo nakarami tayong episodes. So, pasensya na kung pare-paras yung damit natin and all, because talagang sinagad natin. We had 7 different experts, legal experts, political science experts, public administration experts, and of course, the greatest expert of all, Ronald Llamas. No. But we had a lot to discuss, so we're gonna release that soon. As you see, guys, sa YouTube natin, na-release na po natin yung episode natin with Justice Carpio and also with Ronald Llamas, and together with our good friend si Mark Gamboa, our senatorial candidate in the house. So nakalabas din yan. Mukhang na-viral na naman yung episodes natin for good reasons, because really, I can proudly say na dito lang sa ating podcast, at least in the case of the Philippines, you can have really this seamless combination of infotainment and really serious also discussions of theory and praxis. No offense to other podcasts, but I think it's only here that you're gonna get that. Actually, tonight, I was supposed to talk kanina with Senator Antonio Trillanes, but don't worry, we're gonna have him tomorrow. Ayan na, yung mga nagtitrilling-trilling, pinagtatawanan kami for our ICC warrant of arrest. Sinong tumatawa ngayon, diba? Who's laughing now? Who's having the last laugh? So we're gonna have instead, God willing, tomorrow, si Senator Trillanes to discuss itong pangyayari, and of course, what could come next for Duterte, but more importantly, for the Dutertes. I know group Hague sila ngayon. I think Sara Duterte is in Hague, but let's not forget, she has an impeachment case against her that could accelerate. There could be other criminal raps against the other members of the family. May election na nangyari. Nograles could also make the most out of this. So marami pong nangyari. But before I discuss, guys, bago natin puntahan itong issue ng arrest ni Duterte, and of course the credit that we have to give to General Torre. I mean, grabe yung ginagawa ng General Torre, di ba? Parang sinisigawan na siya kung ano nang ginagawa sa kanya. Pero stoic, and then palaban siya and is doing the right thing. As I said, General Torre is the man of the year, right? Knock on the wood. I hope he continues this. Kaya nga joke ko kay General Torre, di ba? Napanood yung interview ko. Dapat, sir, pagkatapos ng retirement mo, hopefully after PNP chief, consider setting up a company, security company, na tagahuli ng mga kriminal, di ba? Tsaka tagahuli ng mga high-profile kriminal, di ba? Medyo or alleged criminal, to be nice about this. Anyway, I also suggest you guys to check yung interview natin with Inside Story because ang kasama natin 2 legal luminaries. I'm not a legal expert, but yung mga kasama natin si Attorney Cristina and of course, a former Chief Prosecutor of ICC, explain din nila. Katulad ng explanation kanina ni Attorney Dino na walang saysay yung sinasabi ng iba na parang kinidnap daw si Digong. Yes, he was whisked away, but he was technically an international criminal. So when you have an Interpol red notice, you just follow that, regardless if you're a member or not. And let's not forget, warrants of arrest by ICC were also issued against countries that were not member of ICC at all. Was Putin member of ICC? I don't think so. Were the Taliban leaders member of ICC? I don't think so. Hamas leaders, or in the case of Israel, Netanyahu, are they member of ICC? I'm not sure. But you get what I'm saying? So, yung mga palusot ng mga kadidiyas natin dyan, forget about it. But before we talk about mga palusot ng mga kadidiyas natin and their false narratives and their mumbo-jumbo stuff, and pag-usapan din natin, guys. Pag-usapan din natin mga walang hiya. Ayan na yung mga trolls. Ayan na, dumadami yung mga trolls, guys. Eto na, alam na natin. Bayaran. June Carlos Sayor, obviously, fake account. Mika Lucena, fake account. Yan. Obviously, mga fake account. Babalikan kay John Estavillo, obviously, another fake account. Yan. Ikaw, Mac. Okay, sige, magmura ka lang. Sige lang. Dahil troll ka, you think you can get away with. Alam mo, Papa NBA ko kayong lahat, mga walang iya. Mass report, get out of here. Alright? You guys are pipsqueak. Maliit na kayo ng population. You guys are irrelevant. Okay? Besinga June, isa ka pang walang iya. Oh, mais ka. I know you're troll. Either real troll or bayaran na troll, whatever kayo. Okay? Umayos sa kayo dyan. Anyway, going back to this. Yeah, actually, let's address this. So, over the past 24 hours, I've been getting all of these hate messages. Like I'm not used to this for the past 10 years. Pero walang iya. Ito talagang kabastusan yung ginawa nila, guys. They twisted my words. Oh my God. Twisted. I'll tell you, hamunin ko. Yung mga mayabang natin na mga kasama na nagme-message. Ito mga konyotic. Mas konyotic pa sa akin. Nagme-message na ang yabang-yabang. They didn't even bother to check the context of what I was saying. And shame on you, because you lowlifes never get a chance to be actually interviewed at the highest level. So you don't know how tough it is to have 24 interviews up until midnight with this iBox and only have 2 minutes to explain an issue. And you expect me to explain barangay by barangay yung difference in HDI? Get out of here, okay? I'll tell you what. Before telling me, binisita mo bang Mindanao? Alam mo, guess what? Shame on you people. I visited Mindanao. I visited destructions in Mindanao. I visited yung kapalpakan ni Digong in the Marawi operations, and kapalpakan ni Digong, most important in terms of rebuilding. You see, these are the places. These are my own pictures. I took it with my own camera, right? Ito yung pictures na in 2019, okay? Don't tell me about going to Mindanao. I've gone to Marawi. I went to Marawi right after the massive destruction. This is a post we had in July 8, 2019, and you can check my report, guys, live. Actually, reports natin on Stand for Truth. I visited people in Marawi. Binisita natin yung mga kabataan, you know. I've been to really yung mga far-flung areas thanks to dun sa mga kaibigan natin in Marawi. We had consultations with the community there in Marawi. You can see there, youth committee. You know, unlike yung mga ibang walang ya, na konyotic na mayabang dyan, na nagsabi, punta ka dito. I went there. Alright? I went there. I went including there dun sa war zone area at nakita natin yung mga kapalpakan ni Digong at saka yung failed reconstruction na ginawa niya. Ano sabi ni Digong? We will make it beautiful again. Anong ginawa ni Digong? Purong kapalpakan. Now, you know how I know it? Because I went there. I went there, guys. You see, I went here. This is a picture of me. I went to this area just outside Marawi. Pinuntahan po natin itong mga kabataan na yan. That's yours truly. Right? And nagbigay po tayo ng mga school supplies and everything like that. Guess what? Why did we give school supplies to all these children and all? Because sobrang guys, sobrang pinabayaan yung ating mga kababayan. Dahil sa mga warlords, dahil sa mga trapos na enable ng mga walang hiyang trolls na yan, hindi ko na pag-usapan yung international criminal na din sa ICC. And yes, dito talaga ako naiinis tinitwisting words natin. The very imperial Manila that I criticized. The very imperial Manila that I criticized. In fact, I made that point. So unlike yung mga walang hiya dyan na have never been to war zones, I've been to war zones. Alright? I've been to North Korea. I've been everywhere. I've been to Marawi. Don't play that game with me. Wala kayong panalo sa akin if you want to play that game with me. I've visited these things. I study things. I've been there. I've talked to communities there. But guess what? I've also seen the beauty of Mindanao. I love Mindanao. It's a beautiful place. Look at this. This is in Marawi also. Look at the beautiful river. Look at the beautiful, great people, beautiful people. I really mean it. These are my own pictures from my own camera. Medyo mahina pa yung camera natin. This is a work of love. This is a work of appreciation. So shame on you, bayaran na trolls. Look at those accounts that are spreading nonsense about me. Those accounts, obviously mga low-life trolls, mga yan, mga bayaran na yan. Tignan mo naman yung mga account na yan. Obviously mga ano yan, mga dodgy accounts na yan. So unlike yung mga low-lives na nagme-message sa akin, in-attack sa akin, I've been in these places. I've talked to the communities. I've been to the least privileged parts of the country, right? Including yung mga kababayan natin who didn't even have the very basics. This was not to denigrate anyone. I visit communities, I talk to people. You see, here's this. Ito yung mga kababayan natin na kinausap natin back in the day na sinasabi na hirap na hirap sila. Right? Nahirap na hirap sila dahil sobrang palpak yung reconstruction ni Digong. Kamusta? Kamusta yung Marawi reconstruction? So don't zip it, all right? Before coming to me and say, have you been to Bebe? I've been to places that you guys never bothered to go. Because you elitist conyos down there who are too proud to even Google things, right? And rather insult me and try to portray me as the elitist. You are the true elitist. Have you bothered to go and talk to the soldiers? Have you bothered to go to Marawi to show support dun sa sundalo natin? Well, guess what? I did. Have you bothered to go to talk to the communities there? Guess what? I did. Have you bothered to go and see the children who need basic supply? Have you helped them at all? Guess what? I did. Did you? Hamunin ko kayo. Let's go. Let's see. Have you done it? So, be careful. We are, bago tayo resibo tayo dito. And, importantly, guys, okay, let's talk about facts here. The context of my 15-20 seconds conversation was actually this fact. Now, kung ignoramos ka, kung ayaw mo mag-research, problema mo na yan. But actually, this is the fact of the matter, guys, I was referring to. So, this is the map of Human Development Index of the Philippines. So, what is HDI? Doon sa mga nagmamagaling na hindi para nila alam, ito po yung Human Development Index. Alright? So, this is the Human Development Index in the Philippines. I will zoom this in. So, as I correctly pointed out, if you look at the most developed regions by HDI, number 1 is Benguet Province. Benguet Province. You can see that. So, that's where I was born. And I'm not saying this para magyabang. What I'm saying is that if you look at the top 10 in terms of most developed areas in terms of Human Development Index, what do you see there? Benguet, Metro Manila, Rizal, right? Go on. Batangas, right? Cavite, Laguna, La Union, Pampanga, Bulacan. What do you notice? Concentration of growth in Luzon. So actually, I was raising this point. Nothing now. The greener, the darker it is, that means highly developed. So that's why Benguet Province is the darkest green because it's the most developed per Human Development Index in 2019. All right? Okay? I was mentioning the fact. And actually, if you look at the score of Benguet at almost 0.9 at 0.89, ka-level natin, I'm talking about Benguet people, is Chile, Croatia, so that's why I said Southern Europe. Now, you go to parts of Mindanao, look at the red colors, right? And if you look at the red colors, by the way, there's no Mindanao last time I checked in the top 10, so it's all Luzon area. I'm talking about the facts, okay? Facts. Don't blame me for just mentioning basic facts. Now, kung ayaw mo mag-research, paano naman? Ano ba ma-expect natin sa mga kaibigan natin? Paano naman sila mag-research? Ayaw nga nila yung research yung basic facts Oo. Tapos, pakulto-kulto style pa kayo. Ito, This is my problem. I said the problem is masyadong concentrated ang growth. Ang pinaka-developed starting with Benguet, where I come from, then Metro Manila, then Rizal, Iloilo, Batanes, so Iloilo lang hindi Luzon, right? Ilocos Norte, Cavite, Laguna, La Union, Bulacan, Pampanga. This is it, guys. This is it. Most developed HDI. Walang Mindanao, walang Davao, walang ano. That was not a point of insult. You low-life twisted trolls. That was actually to point out disparity within our country, right? So yung mga red, as you can see here, are the least developed regions. So the more red, the darker, that means least developed region. And look at where they are concentrated. Unfortunately, this is not to insult anyone. It's because so you can see, first of all, walang taga Mindanao in the top 10 in the HDI index, and then mostly you can also see the least development. And then gamitin yung utak nyo. Tignan nyo. If you could find the comparison, for instance, 0.88 of Benguet in 2019, you can comparison it by global standards. I can say you can also comparison huge parts right here. Now, did I say entire Mindanao is one and monolithic? Of course not. And guys, that was not a discussion about HDI. All right, that was a discussion about ICC and crimes against humanity. So clearly, yung mga bayaran na trolls, they were trying to twist my words to distract. Gawain yan from the real issue. But since we're scholars, we're academics, here you are. Resibo. Alright? This is Human Development Index. Alright? Top 10. Purong Luzon, isa lang, Iloilo nandyan. So, I was pointing out, this is problematic. Why should growth be so concentrated? Right? So you could see it. This is Mindanao, and then the greener it is and the darker it is, the more developed it is in terms of Human Development Index. This is a fact. Tapos galit kayo sa akin for pointing out fact. Yun ang problema sa akin, guys. Ito ang problema natin. Dun sa ating mga kaubayan na minamahal natin from Mindanao, parati ko sinasabi yan, alam mo, nagkakaisa tayo in terms of nation building. Nagkakaisa po tayo in terms of realizing ang dami natin mga kapalpakan. Nagkakaisa po tayo in terms of recognition na nagkulang talaga ang Imperial Manila. Pero dapat pag-usapan din natin yung contribution ng mga warlords mismo na nandyan sa Mindanao. Dapat din pag-usapan natin yung contribution ng mga trapos mismo na galing dyan. Yes, kasama din yung isang international criminal. Yan ang problema po natin. Yan po ang problema natin. Ang dapat mga palakasin natin, yung mga good leaders in Mindanao. Napakadaming mga galing na leaders. I had Congressman Zia, for instance, on my show, among others. Ang daming mga young leaders, smart leaders, principled leaders sa Mindanao. There's so many great people. Mindanao is a beautiful place. I just showed you all of those videos I had in Siargao. Siargao is in Mindanao, right? Last time I checked. Beautiful. For me, the most beautiful beach in the world. Right? I've been to Bali. I've been to Ibiza. So please don't give me this. No, you haven't been there. No, I've been in Davao. I've been to Gensan. Beautiful, great places. I've been to, you see, Marawi. Even despite the destruction, I saw the beauty. I took picture of the beautiful site. I was not just there to take a picture of the destruction. And Siargao, I love it. Beautiful place, great place. So stop being liars. At eto sana guys, eto na sana guys. Sana darating na araw, eto mga walang yang mga trolls na yan, ita-track down natin. Sino nagbabayad sa mga yan? Saan galing itong mga bayaran na yan? Right? Tingnan natin. Saan ba galing na yan? Alright? So, yun. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Davao. Maybe Davao. You know, Davao. There's the Garcias. There's the Nograleses. Bakit parang Duterte lang ng Duterte ng ibang tao? Alright? Yun lang nang sinasabi ko eh. Oh, ito. Si Ogena. Sino ba to? Importante ba siya? Tabad, bakit ka dito? Ba't ka nandito? Ba't pinilit? By the way, ba't kayo dito? Alright? Sabi nung isa, hindi naman kailangang bayaran yung iba. Well, then mukhang misinformed yung mga kasama natin. Wait, is that the real Jam Magno or talagang ano lang? Ibang ano lang, low life troll na yan. Okay, ban rin natin. But I'm just saying guys, okay? Rodi Lopez, sabi mo hindi ka bayaran. O, check natin account mo. Baka lock na naman yung account mo, ha? Check ko mamaya. At natamaan ka agad yung mga trolls natin dyan, ha? Okay, ha? That's what I'm saying, guys. We have to fight back. Alright? We have to fight back. We shouldn't allow this, itong mga walang yung mga trolls na yan, walang yung mga, ano na yan. We shouldn't allow itong mga walang yung trolls na yan to dominate the information space. Alright? Ano sinasabi mo, Angelica? I've been into Davao. I love Davao. I had fantastic time there. Ikaw, Bel, obviously fake account ka. Guys, grabe. Ang dami pala nakalatag. Oh, tama talaga sinasabi ni Trillanes. Tama si Senator Trillanes sa warrant of arrest. Maybe a little bit too early than he expect. A little bit later than I expected. Tama rin siya. Ang dami dito. Ito. Ang dami mga trolls. Ito, nakalatag. Oy, Antonio, Bethlehem, kung totoong tao ka, ingat ka sa sinasabi mo. Sa cyber libel ka. Okay. Pero kutob ko, low life troll ka lang eh. Okay, ano pa? Alright, sino pa? Okay, let's go. Ano pa? Sino pa? Vincent daw. Okay, obvious na fake na ng account naman. Ban, boom. Thank you guys, by the way. Tumataas ang engagement natin dahil sa mga trolls. Ayan, Mac, obviously, fake account. Boom, bam. No guys, we have to do this. You know, I'm exhausted. I just finished an article. I've been working all days. But you know, yun ang kailangan makita na ating mga kababayan. Ayan si Eugene Omboy. Aba, defensive. Aba, natamaan. So basically sinasabi mo, ignorante ka lang. Hindi ka lang bayaran. Wala akong sinasabi. I'm just asking a question. Boom. Ayan. Wala na. Laos na kayo. Yun ang sinasabi ko, 10 years na akong binubuli. Kaso, how can you bully someone like me, right? Akala nyo, makakano kayo, wala. Nung time na sa poder kayo, wala kayong mga gawa eh. Oh, John Fair, bago ka magsalita, gusto mo check natin bakit yung may ibang bayaran yung trolls nasa China, nasa Beijing? Gusto mo bakit titingnan natin? Oh, by the way, shoutout sa Beijing Embassy walang iya kayo Imbitahin niyo ako sa top level event, tapos biglang ayaw niyo ako bigyan ng visa. As if, no, not my loss. Okay, not my loss. Okay, umayos din kayo, isa pa kayo. At mamaya, tignan natin yung iba dyan, yung saan galing mga funding ng mga kaibigan natin dyan. Okay. I love this. This is great. This is amazing. Na-expose talaga natin na walang kakwenta-kwenta itong mga... Yes, I've been to Davao. Yes, Davao is a beautiful place. Check everything I said. Did I say every part in Davao is underdeveloped? No, I said there are parts in Davao na ganito, there are parts... I was talking about parts of Northern Philippines, Benguet. Bingi ba kayo? Meron ba kayong reading comprehension? Meron ba kayong comprehension problem? I said parts of Luzon, meaning Benguet region, etc. These are facts. I said parts. So obviously I was also talking about parts of Mindanao. But ang sensitive nyo. But yun ang problema ko. Dahil ang yabang-yabang at sensitive yung iba. Yung iba naman troll na obviously bayaran. Pero yung iba, mukhang unfortunate talagang ito yung facts HDI. Look at it. Okay, yung problema, alam mo, dyan kayo nabudol ni Digong He weaponized yung mga ganyan pa-pride effect. Tapos yung hater mode ng mga taga Manila. Guess what? Shak, Baguio boy. Bati kami. Damat nga, you know what I'm saying? We also have a lot of issues also with Manila people, alright? So, don't try to paint me as a Manila boy or something. Pati kami, galit din kami sa mga yabang na mga taga Manila. Apan kayo sa Baguio, tingnan natin. Tanongin mo yung mga tao. Actually, kaya nga nag-Ilocano ako pag nasa Baguio ako para... So, please, don't do this to me. Actually, love na love natin, guys. Love na love natin ng mga taga Mindanao. Actually, nakaka-relate din ako sa kanila because I completely agree na pabayaan ng Mindanao. But ang hindi ko matanggap, guys, is unang-una, atakin yung mga katulad ko, ito twist yung words ko. But more importantly, guys, mag-i-enable kayo ng mga walang yang international criminal, mga walang yang warlords, mga walang yang yung mga mahilig sa confidential fund, mga mahilig sa piatos, mahilig sa EJK, mahilig sa China, right? Lahat ng mga yan. Dyan. Anyway, move on na tayo. I think unless talaga may problema kayo sa pag-iisip at medyo bingi at medyo kayo sa katotohanan, 'di ba? I think we can move on. Okay. Kung hater lang kayo, edi problema na talaga. Okay, anyway. Sino bang, wait lang, nag-aaway-aaway na yata kayo, wait lang. Okay, alis muna ako. Nag-aaway. Guys, I'm explaining properly. If you don't have the capacity to properly explain and look at the facts, then you don't belong here. Okay? You don't belong here, get out of here. Oh, by the way, yung iba dyan, yung iba, ito yung pinaka-hipokrito sa mga ibang DDS na pansin ko. Pa-anti-US, anti-imperialism sila, tapos walang yang. Ngayon, hihingi silang tulong kay Trump para kay Digong, as if Trump cares about Digong. And wait lang, I thought anti-US and anti-realist kayo. Bakit ngayon biglang maga-maga kayo? Ayan ang sinasabi ko sa inyo eh. Yan ang sinasabi ko sa inyo. Anyway, obviously, puro mga fake account nang nag-attack sa atin. Okay lang sa akin yan kasi tumataas ang engagement natin. Now, let's go back to... Don't worry guys, ibablock natin isa-isa mga yan because this is a safe space. We're not gonna allow these low lives to dictate terms. And I always love it when we expose these low lives. Ayan. Yan na, yeah. Point out natin itong mga low lives na to. Sige lang, go lang. Sige lang. I'm nicely explaining myself. I'm giving you the facts and all, and then ganyan pa rin kayo. Oh guys, wag naman natin insultuin masyado yung mga ka-DDS natin. I think, 'di ba? Guys, wag naman masyado. Guys, let's be nice. Be nice. Be nice, okay? Kaya nga pwede naman i-chat GPT nyo. Hindi, gets nyo ba actually anong Human Development Index? Alam nyo ba paano ba nakakalculate? Alam nyo ba yung constituent elements? O don't tell me mamaya, ano na naman kayo? Makikinig na naman kayo doon sa mga pretentious na expert scholars niya na walang publish na ka-JPEX na naman. Pabudol na naman. Yan ang problema, nagpabudol kayo kay Digong, pabudol din kayo doon sa mga fake na experts and all na mga pa-China pa, walang yung mga yan. Anyway, okay, let's move on. Alam ko yung isa pa na mas marami pang natatroll kaysa sa akin, and I'm not saying this in a giddy sense, is actually General Torre. I mean, guys, grabe si General Torre. Last time I checked, General Torre has Mindanao roots, no? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, in fairness to him, di ba? You know, I've known many people from Mindanao who are amazing people, including Justice Carpio. Countless people from Davao, our good friends from Ateneo de Davao, and mga other types. Ang dami natin kilala na may Mindanao connections like Secretary Lorenzana, yung isang malaki nating kaibigan. Ang dami natin mga kaibigan from Mindanao katulad ng si Admiral Trinidad ng Philippine Navy. Lahat yan, love na love namin yan. Napakagaling. Oy, Lance Robredo, kung totoong tao ka, umayos ka. Kung hindi, magbanding rin kita. Umayos kayo. Yan ang problema Ayaw nyo guys Ayaw na ng matinong usapan Gusto nyo, bastusan lang. Ito lang news ko sa inyo guys. Palaos na kayo. Yung Tatay Digong nyo, wala na yan. Awanin. Han nga gawit isuna. So, sige lang, mag-panic mode na kayo dyan. No, going back to this. Guys, wait lang, I'm just blocking lang itong mga bastos na Kasi we want to keep this as as a safe space. Ano sabi mo? Mass report? Akala niyo you're gonna get me. Guys, I have a direct line to Meta in Singapore and Silicon Valley. You're not gonna sabotage me, guys. Okay? Mga low lives. You're not gonna get me. Okay, anyway. Ayan, yung mga naman natin, mga maga naman natin na nagre-react ngayon. Sabi nila, what yun nga yung sinasabi ko, bakit yung mga DDS natin na kunyari anti-US, anti-imperialist, ngayon biglang Trump sila ng Trump. Ayan ang sinasabi ko Guys, this looks like troll operations. Almost exactly yung mga sinasabi. By the way, speaking of racism, William, Arnila, whoever kayo ang tunay na racist. Just because I compared the HDI numbers in certain parts of Mindanao, based on facts and numbers, kayo ang racist sa mga Africans. Shame on you, you racist people. Alright? You are the true racist people. Alright? Umayos-ayos kayo dyan. Alright? Alright. Oy, CJ, Sauro, umayos-ayos ka. Isa ka pang umayos ka pa. Alright. Anyway. Oh, meron akong direct line. How do you think I restored my account after na-sabotage ako before? Oh, you don't believe it? Google my name. Put my name, Facebook, and then I even have the exact name of the heads of the Meta from Singapore who helped me with some technical problems there. Okay? Sabi ni Red Stefan Valera, citation please. Kuya, kung tamad ka mag-research, lagay mo lang sa ChatGPT mo, Human Development Index 2019 Philippines Regional Breakdown. Bakit ang tamad nyo? Anyways, di ko na problema kung medyo yung mga ibang kasama natin, okay? I don't wanna be more insulting. Awanan. Okay. Nalpasan. Okay, move forward na tayo. Yan, speaking of people with Mindanao background and great people, let's talk about General Torre. Kanina si Lord De Vera medyo nag-react kanina sa sinabi ko ukol kay, sabi ko, General Torre for President! Second, yan na naman tayo, di ba? No, I mean, I may not mean it literally, and God knows what's gonna happen between now and 2028 in terms of political constellation of forces, in terms of his approval rating and popularity. We have seen throughout the years, up and down. Tingnan mo yung si Isko Moreno, right? Few years ago, almost presidentiable, and next thing you know, so we can, and next thing you know, maybe Isko will come back and get even stronger. And we don't know politics yan. Tingnan mo mga Duterte, sakala nila invincible sila, they can do whatever they want, and then now look at them, saan sila? Pero ito mukhang nga gawit uso na, mukhang wala awanin, nalpasan. Okay, going back to this, look at the ebbs and flows, right, of politics and all of that. But having said that, I think General Torre has really shown tremendous amount of courage and stoicism. Imagine the kind of attack. Ako, parang binabasa ko lang yung mga trolls na ganun here and there. Guys, yung ma-attack kay General Torre 10 times more. Okay, 10 times more sa kanya. At sobrang bastos yung ma-attack sa kanya kung ano-anong sinasabi sa kanya. So, in fairness to him, I give him a lot of credit for that. That there are people like him who do the right thing, that they're not being intimidated, they're not allowing yung mga yan, like, mga obviously puro mga troll na naman to, ayan, mga haters, mga trolls, ayan. They're not letting these people to intimidate him. Grabe, imagine mo yung mga attacks kay General Torre. Kaya sabi ko, napaka-inspiring yung mga katulad ni General Torre, because in face of everything, guys, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung kanilang adhikain. And guys, grabe naman yung ginawa nilang. By the way, speaking of the situation yesterday, ayan, obviously. Guys, kung gawa naman kayo ng fake account, ayusin nyo naman konti yung yung account nyo. Parang obvious naman na fake account kayo. Parang pa lang Ayan, affected na naman kayo. Oo, okay. Oh, by the way, this pearl thing, pagtawanan niya, actually, this is from Siargao. This is from Mindanao. I love it. I know, pinagtatawanan tayo, bakit naka-pearl ka? Yung iba naman, from a fashion statement, bakit naka-pearl ka, naka-formal? You know what? Because I love Siargao. I love Mindanao. I love beautiful things I found there, okay? So, yun lang. Unlike some people are actually, I proudly carry beautiful things from Mindanao. Anyway, going back to General Torre, my goodness, guys, yung operation na ginawa nila the other day, I think we'll have to have a proper interview. Okay, we have to have a proper interview about what happened, anong exact circumstances, guys. Anong exact circumstances of what happened to Duterte, kasi sobrang efficient yung operation eh. That was a smooth operator move. In fairness to them. And I think we still have to figure out what really exactly happened there. So I look forward to interviewing General Torre about the exact circumstances of that. But let me be absolutely clear. As you'll see later on, lalabas sa Inside Story sa Al Jazeera, ang kasama po namin, oy guys, wag naman kayo mag-asar masyado. Hindi ko naman kasalanan na hindi in-interview ng mga legit na media, yung mga japakes na mga influencers, kunyari thought leaders, kunyari experts, na mga, yung mga kasama natin dyan. Ayan, si Jayco naman, obviously naman fake account. Ang sarap no, anyway, guys, wag nyo naman insultin itong mga kaibigan natin. Kumikita lang naman sila Ayan, 20 pesos dyan, 20 pesos dito. O, Leo Bagalor, obviously fake account ka. For all in all, baka andyan ka lang sa QC sa isang troll farm. Umayos-ayos kayo dyan. Grabe, no, guys? Ganun talaga pag pag in-interview ka ng all channels around the world. Actually, ginagawa rin yan sa akin dati, no? Nung panahon yung mga kasagsagan ni Digong administration. And then when I started to criticize yung war on drugs nila and all, grabe, everyday, guys, grabe, everyday, ganyan. Kabastosan, insultuin ka, grabe. Tapos it-twist yung sinasabi mo. Joseph Lagumbay, if you're a real person, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, man. If you just bother to Google what I write about the greatness of Mindanao, if you just bother to check my explanation, you will be ashamed of foolish statements and misinformed statements you're making. If totoong tao ka. If you're not, if you're a troll, then don't worry, you'll be blocked. Shortly, babalikan ko isa-isa. As you can say, I really enjoyed this process. Amazing process. Great process. Amazing process. Dealing with trolls. Great time. Sabi ni Tinda, graduate. Hindi na tayo graduate. Talagang postdoctoral na po tayo pagdating sa dealing with yung mga ganyan. Ano na yan. Ito yung mga lock account, fake account na gano'n. Sarap eh. Block. Yan. Block. Yun. Boom. Buyak ka siya. Hindi naman i-block lahat. Medyo may mga 240,000 pa naman nakikinig sa atin dito sa... Natatawa ako kasi ang dami natin biniblock pero ang taas pa rin ng engagement natin. Bakit kaya? Ay, sige, pilitin yan. Anyways, going back to this, what can I say, guys? Pasensya na kung medyo sabaw na tayo. By the way, tomorrow ulit, BBC International, balik tayo on BBC International, and we'll also be back on a couple of international media. I was supposed to be on CNN again kanina, but yun, grabing schedule natin and all of that. But anyway, going back to this, guys, why do I talk about General Torre a lot? I talk a lot about him because totoo naman na may pagkakulang talaga si BBM, and we could clearly see guys, na when it comes to press conference kahapon, in my opinion, that was not a very good press conference. In my opinion, it was a great opportunity by the president to really rally support, to highlight na pagdating dito sa issue ng ICC, hindi ito usapin ng politika, hindi po ito usapin ng opportunism, hindi po ito usapin ng elections, although of course realistically yes, there's an element of politics we'll discuss very shortly, but ito po ay usapin ng mga biktima ng extrajudicial killings. Ito po ay usapin ng pagbabalik ng dignidad sa ating bayan dahil naging mukha tayong tuloy baka maititwist na naman, but we look really like a banana republic because of yung mga kagagawa ni Digong back in the day. It's also important, guys, talagang mahalaga yan, and dapat we have to really keep this in mind, guys. It's very, very important to keep this in mind. BBM should have also called on, the victims to come out, to speak out, and to reassure them, and to say they'll be safe. Pwede nyo sabihin kung pwede nyo sabihin. He could have done all of those things. And importantly para sa akin, these are the things that BBM should do in the coming days and months. Unang-una, I think there should be a serious attempt at creation of a truth commission, if not a Truth and Reconciliation and Justice Commission. To be honest, I'm not sure about the reconciliation part. Maybe there are members of the police or armed or security services who were involved in some of these questionable practices that could be reintegrated and to be subjected to security sector reform. Plus, of course, a degree of disciplinary action if talagang there were abuses. But going back to this, guys, I think sobrang mahalaga na magkaroon tayo ng Truth Commission. Because as we speak, I see 3,207 comments just on my feed. So imagine ang daming mga trolls. Daming mga trolls, guys. These are all trolls. Rom Aquino, OBC troll. Luke Calderon, troll account. These are all troll accounts. Imagine, guys, naka 3,000 comments kaagad tayo. This is abnormally high numbers. And by the way, it's not being matched by the engagement numbers. So clearly, something fake news is going on here. So, this is the problem we have, guys. Ang daming mga fake account dyan. We have to find the money trail. We have to find out saan galing yung bayad sa kanila. Galing ba sa abroad? Okay, siya. Galing ba ito sa Pogo? Ni Hauma? Galing ba ito sa mga trapo or mga drug lords or ganun, tignan natin, dapat check yung money trail. Saan galing yung mga troll farms na yan? Sino nagfa-fund ng mga troll farms na yan? Ano yung IP address nila? Alright? Dapat check natin. Now, ibang usapan naman yung mga misinformed lang talaga at hater. Hindi ko na problema yan. Alright? Ibang problema na yan. But, what I'm saying here, guys, is absolutely important. Absolutely important, guys, for the president to form a truth commission and push for reconciliation and justice and compensation. Tama talaga yung si Attorney Dean De Leon kanina. To push for compensation dito sa mga biktima na ng yung fake kampanya laban sa pinagbabawal na droga pero mukhang kampanya laban sa something else, right? Para sa akin, also mahalaga na si President BBM should have called and should continue to call or should definitely make this major agenda. Alright, major agenda, legislative agenda for the 20th Congress. Philippines should rejoin the ICC. Sabi nga ni si Batobayan, hindi ko ba yan sabi nila, kung wala ka naman ikakatago, wala ka naman ginawang mali, di ba't ka matakot, di ba? At in fairness naman si si Digong, he's gonna get a first world treatment, right? Natatawa lang talaga ako dito sa mga trolls na yan. You think this stuff is gonna affect me? Okay, I'm gonna have tea. Like, cheers to all the trolls making 20 pesos. Ayan, ito na, makukuha niya yung 20 pesos kada kilo. Sana makabili kayo ng bigas na, sige lang. Alright. Sarap. Sarap talaga mag-tea habang maraming trolls. May budget talaga, no? Oy, Milven, talaban kung hindi ka fake account. Ay, nagtabet ka mat. Anyway, stretching tayo na konti. But going back to this, guys, I think it's extremely important for the president to call on the Senate and encourage the Senate to rejoin the ICC, because we're not going to be a self-respecting country, guys, unless we also show that we're committed. All right, we're committed to being part of the international community. And as I said, dapat, and ito feeling ko medyo underplayed by the administration yan but I think it's very important for the administration to make it clear that we were not in a position not to cooperate with the ICC precisely because hindi pwede hihinga ng tulong sa West Philippine Sea, right? Hihinga ng tulong sa United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea related institutions. And then the next thing you know, pagdating sa ICC and other relevant institutions under international law, biglang sasabihin mo, oh, no, sorry, we don't care about international law, we don't like international instruments, etc. Hindi po pwede mangyari yan. Alright, you cannot do that. It's not gonna work. Hindi siya sustainable. And it's really gonna put our country in a difficult position. Alright? So, kaya mahalaga talaga guys na tuloy-tuloy ang pressure natin sa ating gobyerno, right? To do the right thing on this. To form a truth commission, to push for truth and reconciliation, eventually at least compensation, and a measure of justice. Well, ICC will take care of it to a certain degree, but there has to be a measure of justice for all of the abuses that happened back in the day. And yes, guys, actually, napakamahalaga dito, guys, na yung mga biktima have a sense of recognition of their pain, have a sense of recognition, guys, of their suffering, have compensation or something along those lines in terms of the injurious acts that was committed against them, deadly acts that was committed against them. Kailangan po talaga natin yan. Talagang kailangan po natin yan, guys. So, para sa akin, hindi sapat na na-whisk away lang si Digong. And speaking of whisk away, as I said, the jurisprudence should be quite clear, guys, right? International criminal, red notice, you don't have to be a member of ICC, go na yan, right? That's why even Putin and Netanyahu and all, they got the warrants of arrest, because it's not about being a member or not. And by the way, we were a member of ICC between 2011 all the way to 2018 until nag-effectuate fully yung ating withdrawing by 2019. So all those years, we were part of the ICC. So any crimes or mass atrocity committed during those days will also be covered, guys. All right? So, guys, don't worry about me. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying all of this Trolls attacking you, like, go ahead, be my guest. Sige lang. Pataasin nyo lang. Wow, my God. 4,000 comments. Sounds very natural, organic. Looks very, very organic. Tapos pare-paras yung mga pinapost. Ay, nako. Parang I'm just watching yung mga Ant-Man dyan. Ay, ina-attack tayo. Parang, tas ikaw parang Iron Man ka lang dyan. Sige lang. Sige lang. Sige lang. Let's see. Ano yung mga memes na yung mga maliliit na nagtatapon ng toothpick tapos nakaganyan lang. Okay, sige. Sige lang. Sige lang. Sige lang. Grabe. Yun na yun. That's it. Okay, that's it. Let's close it. No, but okay, I want to end really on that serious note, guys. President Marcos Jr., it's not only about giving the right speech. So far, I've not heard it yet. Naintindihan ko na mahirap din yung position na kasi he went from, I will never cooperate with ICC and then we'll cooperate and then like, we cannot not cooperate, hindi pwedeng ganun. But I think the most important thing for Marcos to do is to do something also concrete in terms of the victims. It's one thing for Duterte to be brought to ICC for justice, but more importantly, guys, we have to do something about the victims. At the very least, kailangan natin ng Truth Commission. And kasama dyan sa Truth Commission is go also after dito sa mga walang hiyang, mga low-life trolls na yan at mga bayaran trolls na yan. And hanapin natin, saan ba yung mga troll farm na yan? Alright? Saan yung mga troll farm na yan? Tignan natin yan. Alright? At hanapin natin, pa-NBI natin, sino ba yung mga yan? Di ba kinasuhan ni Torre yung mga ibang walang yung mga trolls? Dapat tuloy-tuloy lang yan. Crackdown lang yan. Di ba? Palaos na sila eh. Wala na yung sinking ship na eh. At yung mga rats na iba, palis-alis na eh. Alright? Alright. On that note, I'll keep it there. Oy, John Armstrong, be nice naman to, ano? Huwag naman kawawa naman mga to. Nag-effort na nga sila. Toothpick. Alright, anyways. Guys, I hope you appreciate what we do here. Yung constant, spontaneous, lively discussion there. And, you know, despite all of this mga trolls and all of that, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for your engagement and all. You know, we should show, guys, that we're not gonna be intimidated. We should show, guys, na they're not gonna silence truth. For far too long, binastos tayo. For far too long, binababoy yung mga tao, binababoy yung mga pages ng tao, binababoy yung reputation ng tao, binabastos ng tao, tinitwist sila. It's time to show them, guys, that you know, they're no longer in charge, right? That this trolls, this misinformed people, these haters, this cult of death, this cult of authoritarianism, wala. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Maraming salamat. And dun sa ating mga minamahal na followers from Mindanao, hindi yung mga hindi yung mga bayaran ng trolls dyan at saka yung mga misinformed haters yan. Yung mga talagang mga tunay na tao, yung mga minamahal natin mga kababayan, mga Moro brothers and sisters, our Davenio brothers and sisters, yung mga Kashargaw natin dyan, ka-Jensen natin dyan. You know, I hope we make sure that hindi tayo mapapadala dito sa mga trolls, farms, sa mga misinformation na yan, sa mga twisting na yan. Dito makikita talaga kabastusan talagang ginagawa at talagang itong mga ops na ginagawa nila. But importantly, sana hindi natin hayaan na itong mga trapos and warlords and in this case, a war criminal, international war criminal, you know, weaponize your legitimate grievances, you know, against yung mga kakulangan ng Metro Manila, kakulangan ng Imperial Manila, kakulangan ng national government. That's very, very important. We should not allow these trapos to manipulate our emotions, to appeal to our basest instinct, to create divisions, right? This is very important. Aida Hassan, thank you so much for tonight's comment. You know, I know alam mo, one of the best moments I had was in Davao. Airport pa lang. The level of support, the level of kindness. This was at the height of Digong, when I was creating the. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. The hospitality I got, I love it. Siargao, my goodness. No offense to Ibiza, I love you, cousin, but Siargao, next level. Love it. Again, Mindanao. Jensen, I remember Jensen when I went Jensen. Great tuna. I love it. You know, Zambonga, Dumaan din tayo on OBC Marawi. Oh my God, the turmeric rice is amazing, and thank you so much to people in Marawi who hosted me, even if sa gitna ng giyera and yung mga palpak na reconstruction in Digo and everything, they were so generous to me, and they were so nice to me and all of that. So sa lahat ng mga Kamindanaoan natin, mga kapatid, mga tunay na kababayan natin, mga hindi trolls, hindi mga walang yang mga bayaran na, talking about real people, anyone whom we had the chance to have really a great conversation with, I'll tell you what, tuloy nyo yung laban na yan. Tuloy, paalisin natin yung mga trapos na yan. And may God save the Philippines. And may God save, beautiful places. Like Mindanao, from the trapos and the warlords. And, well, in this case, at least, -1 international war criminal. So, on that note, thank you very much. God bless. And, God willing, inshallah, join you soon tomorrow. And, sige, I'm gonna go also, Sara Duterte. Shukran. Thank you so much for joining us for this latest episode that mukhang nag-flex ng muscle. Jay Francis, who you, right? Baka ikaw ang persona non grata. Excuse me, right? Guys, as we speak, I'm getting invitations right and left. All right? Thank you, Dindin Zuero. I love you guys too. Tuloy-tuloy lang laban natin. Thank you kay Joy Santiago. Yes, God save the Philippines, and may God save the Philippines from the horrible people, from these trolls, these bayaran people, from these haters, from international criminals. Alright? Yan, Ojo, okay, obviously troll account. Dami natin na troll account na expose. Kawawa naman kayo. Di na kayo kikita ng 20 pesos pangbili ng okay, Ay nako. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. I'm just trying to clean this up para naman back to enjoyment naman tayo. Thank you very much. God bless, and talk to you soon.